What's going on, guys? Get1230 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and I've been getting on Grand Theft Auto Online a lot lately, whether that's to make a video, meet up with some friends, do a live stream with you guys, or anything like that. And the more I play Grand Theft Auto Online, the more I realize, some improvements that Rockstar could implement to really make the experience a lot better. Because as I always say, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a fantastic game. It really is awesome, but there are also a lot of little fixes that Rockstar could implement that would make it a better experience. So today, I'm going to be bringing you guys my list of 5 improvements that Rockstar could bring to Grand Theft Auto Online to make it a better experience. Let me just warn you now, there's going to be a fair amount of ranting in this video, so if you're not in the mood to hear somebody rant, then just stop watching the video right now, but that is just my disclaimer. I think you guys are going to agree with these for the most part, so in no particular order, here is number 1. Colored player blips on the Grand Theft Auto Online radar. Simple as that. In Grand Theft Auto 4 Online, every player had a color associated with them in the online lobby, and it made it very easy to find people. On the minimap, they had their colored blip, and above their head, they also had their name in that color. It made it a lot easier and faster to find people, but in Grand Theft Auto 5, as you guys know, everybody is white. Look at my radar right now. There's just a bunch of white dots everywhere. You don't know who anybody is, and in my opinion, that's just a huge step backwards. I don't know what Rockstar was thinking. If I have to think about this logically, my only assumption is that they didn't want people to discriminate against other people. Like, maybe this way people can say, everybody gang up on the green guy, or something like that. So, I don't know, maybe their opinion is that if everybody is a white blip that, everybody has a fair chance. I don't really know, but in my opinion, that was a huge mistake, and the colored player blips should make a return. I really hope they bring that back to Grand Theft Auto Online, and that alone would make it a much better experience for me. Number 2 is wildlife. As you guys know, in Grand Theft Auto 5 offline, in the story mode, there's plenty of wildlife roaming the map. But for some reason, in Grand Theft Auto Online, Rockstar decided that they didn't want animals. Now, I was trying to figure out why, and I thought that maybe, mechanically, technologically, there was just some reason that they couldn't implement this. But when you think about it, what's the difference between an animal and a random pedestrian walking the street? They're both programmed to just kind of roam around, and that's pretty much all they do. So I just feel like Rockstar really missed out on this one. In my opinion, I don't know about you guys, I think it would be really fun to get in a group of people and just go out into the middle of the wilderness with nothing but a knife, and just have like a survival hunting thing, where maybe you want to see how many animals you can kill before you all die, or maybe you want to just roam the mountains and see how long you can survive. I think that would be very cool, and that would be an awesome addition to Grand Theft Auto Online if it's not too late to add it. So now for number 3. Some of you guys aren't entirely going to be able to relate to this one, maybe if you don't have friends that you play with online, if you're not often playing with people in a party. But for the majority of us, like myself, who are playing with other people in a party and things like that, there's something really annoying about Grand Theft Auto Online. And that is when you join your friend's session. Let's say your friend starts up an invite-only session, 5 of you guys join, you're all friends, and you want to do some races, or maybe some missions. So you start up the race, it's a lot of fun, you guys enjoy it, but then after that, you decide that you want to go back to an invite-only session with your friends and screw around in free mode. But there is no way to do that. As soon as your mission or your race ends, the most that you guys can do is vote for free mode, in which case you might not all even be put back in the same lobby. And if you do make it all into the same lobby, it ends up being a public lobby with a bunch of other random people that you don't want to be playing with. So from there, you pretty much have to say to your friends, alright, well, who wants to start a new invite-only session, and then invite us all. So it's a huge pain in the butt, and me, as a streamer, as some of you guys may know, I've been streaming to twitch.tv lately, playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and playing with you guys, the subscribers, and it's been a lot of fun, but as soon as we do a race or a mission, that's pretty much it. It takes a long time to invite 15 people back to my lobby, so that's really a big pain. Number 4 is muting and booting people in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'll get to booting in just a second, but to start off with muting, as some of you guys might know, it's kind of a pain to mute somebody. You get into a Grand Theft Auto Online session, and you hear a kid with a staticky mic. Maybe he's using the Kinect mic, and he has his TV at full volume, and he's also screaming at the same time. So between that, you want to mute this guy. To do that, you have to hit start, go over to the online tab, find players, then go to players, then go over, find his name on the list, figure out which one is him, because all the microphones are lighting up depending on how many people are talking, and then once you find him, click him, then toggle mute. It's just a whole convoluted process that, it's not a huge deal, but it's enough of a problem to be quite a bother, especially when you consider the fact that they could have added that into the quick menu, where all you have to do is hit select and then maybe find the player on the list and hit mute that way. Instead, you have to pause the game and go through these tabs, and it's just kind of a pain. And then booting, on the other hand, I don't know how the boot system works in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Honestly, if you've ever tried to boot somebody in the past, then you kind of know how it works. It used to work in that, you know, you guys would all vote to boot this player, and let's say you had 5 people voting to boot him, it would show a 5 to represent those 5 people. Now, that number is gone. It just shows a boot, so you have no idea how many people want to boot this guy. And then furthermore, you don't even know how many boots it takes. I was in a lobby yesterday, and we had probably 12 random people cooperating at the airport. We were having a lot of fun. All 12 of us had Titans, and then this guy comes in an attack helicopter and blows us all up in one clean sweep, and we were pissed, you know? So we all agreed that we would vote to kick him because we wanted this guy out of the lobby, but it didn't work. We didn't know how many votes we had on the guy because all it showed was a boot next to his name, and he just kept blowing us up the entire time. Even though all 10 of us or 12 of us were sure that we booted him, how many people does it take? I swear I don't know. Even when I've been live streaming before, I've had probably 9 votes to kick somebody in a 16-player lobby. 9 or 10 votes, and he still just runs around and keeps blowing us up, and there's nothing I can do about it because the boot system is, in my opinion, kind of broken. So I'm done ranting on that topic. Number 5, the final one, customization and invite-only lobbies. In Grand Theft Auto 4, one of our biggest complaints was that we couldn't turn off cops. In Grand Theft Auto 5, you still can't do it. You know, you can make your own invite-only session and invite your friends, and depending on what you're doing, you might not want cops, you might not even want pedestrians, you might not want traffic on the street, but there are no options to edit that. I don't know how difficult that would have been for them to implement into the game. I'm no game developer or designer or programmer or anything like that, but I think that that was a big opportunity that they missed out on, because honestly, depending on what you're doing, the cops can be very annoying. You know, they could just get in the way over and over and over, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no option to turn them off, and I think that would have been a great addition. That would have been a great improvement for Grand Theft Auto 5 online, but as of now, you can't do it, and unless they add that update in the future, then we might have to wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 5 years from now, until we finally see the option to be able to turn off police. So with that, guys, I'm done ranting, but what I want you guys to do is tell me in the comments below, do you agree with these 5 items on my list, or are there some that you disagree with? Give me your own list in the comments below. Tell me what improvements you think Rockstar should add to Grand Theft Auto Online. So that about wraps it up. If you like this video, then please show that like button some love, and if you dislike it, then show that dislike button some love as well. But yeah, please stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will see you guys next time.